Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. Last time we got the remaining shines and also all the blue coins in Peanut Park, finishing up that area. And this episode we can see a good old friend Shadow Mario back here in Delfino Plaza with another one of our attachments for F.L.U.D. This time around he has the rocket nozzle. So we know what we need to do at this point. Chase him down, shoot him with our F.L.U.D, and just eventually he will go down, dropping this new attachment for us. So he's jumping around the buildings here, trying to bait us out, but now he's going towards the beach, which this should be a pretty straight shot for us, as long as he doesn't really get too far. And there you go, he's already down. Shoot! Now it's just about the rocket jump, too. Well, now we can go ahead and rocket jump. We already know how the rocket nozzle works based on other levels like Bianco Hills, but as a refresher, just hold down the ZR button or R on GameCube, and you'll go ahead and shoot right up into the air. Sometimes, on the other hand, you may get a very weak shot, like that, for example. I feel the rocket nozzle 99% of the time works just fine, but then there's that 1% where it just kind of glitches out. But you can use the rocket nozzle to get up here to get to this pipe. This is yet another one of our worlds we can go ahead and explore, and I won't be going in there just yet, but while we're here, I think it's time for us to go ahead and clean up this Shine Sprite gate, as this has been pretty disgusting this entire adventure. We couldn't have really got up here until we got ourselves the rocket nozzle. So now with this, we'll go ahead, jump up here, and clean off this giant shine. I should mention, to get the rocket nozzle to appear here in Delfino Plaza, you need to get at least 30 shines collected. And unlike the turbo nozzle, you do need the rocket nozzle in order to beat Super Mario Sunshine, as since we need this to gain access to one of our worlds, as you kind of imagine, it's a required thing for that reason alone. But cleaning this shine here in Delfino Plaza gives us a shine of our own. Who knew one of the shines that we needed to get for the shine gate was just in the shine gate this whole time? That's very convenient for us. But there you go, that's another shine collected. So now we can see our hard work paying off. That shine gate now looks nice and clean. It'll stay like that for the rest of our adventure, which is very nice. Well, let's go ahead and make our way over here to the docks, as it's time for us to finally enter World 2. So here, just gonna go ahead and jump into this M, and I should mention that I never sprayed this M. We never needed to, because once we left the area and came back, it was ready for us to jump into. Little weird quirk. But welcome to our second world of the game, Ricco Harbor. In episode 1 here, Gooper Blooper breaks out. Let's go ahead and jump in. As we can see, Ricco Harbor, as the name implies, is a boat harbor here for Delfino Island. So this is where all the boats will be located in our adventure. Something's fishy in the freight area, the far end of the port. You can't quite see from here, but I'm sure of it. Well, that's interesting to know. Look at that slimy water. It's gross. Our lovely port is ruined. Yeah, it does look kind of slimy, but now that we have ourselves more shines, I actually want to go ahead and talk to this guy, because we haven't talked to this Pianta since the very beginning of our adventure. I love the sunshine, but oh, is it ever bright. Here, little man, try a pair of my special sunshades. They're cool. Yeah, you're styling now. Come back and talk to me when you don't need them anymore. So these here are a nice pair of sunglasses for Mario to wear. You gain the ability to wear these sunglasses by talking to this yellow Pianta that's located in every single level of Super Mario Sunshine once you have at least 30 shines collected. But as you can see, it does kind of darken up the game a bit. Makes sense, because sunglasses are supposed to do this, so now it's not going to be nearly as bright, but to me, I kind of feel like the game's a little too dark at times to play. It's like when you take the brightness on your TV and just turn it down by like at least 50%. So if you don't want the sunglasses anymore, talk to the same Pianta again. Yeah, enough? Come by any time if it's too bright for you. Okay, little man? So anytime you feel the game is a little too bright and you do want to turn down the brightness, just go ahead and get yourself a nice pair of sunglasses. Doing so obviously will make it a little bit easier for you to see, but I don't really play with the sunglasses because I feel like they are just a little too dark for my liking. Huh? You think the arrow's pointing that way on purpose? Really? I mean, why else would that be there? The new enemy here, Blooper. This is a returning enemy from the Mario series. Just simply jump on its head and you'll go ahead and kill it with no problems whatsoever. Spray it with some water and it will be stunned for a moment. I'm just gonna go ahead and just jump my way over here. Don't need to really wait for the platform to move. We can just make that jump. Now, we've also kind of gotten a sneak peek of how to climb around like this already back at Peanut Park, but as a refresher, just grab onto the side of the metal walls here. Mario will start climbing. If you jump to the top, he'll also grab the ceiling and climb up there. So, there's that. That's my big bro over there. See him? He's been practicing throwing people. He's got a way to go, but practice makes perfect. I don't like the sound of that, because we already had someone throw us in a previous area, and that was not fun. I heard that you can raise the sub by spinning that thing. But how in the world is supposed to do that? You don't happen to know, do you? I might have an idea of my own. You want me to toss you all the way across the port? Sorry, but I don't have that kind of power yet. Yeah, instead he just chucks you like, what, maybe 3 feet? So instead, let's go ahead and raise this sub up a little bit. So just spray this fan with F.L.U.D, and you'll raise up the sub just enough for us to go ahead and climb on it, which includes the little invisible wall portion. As you can see, after a while, the sub will sink, and if you hit this goop, well, it's gonna hurt, so you wanna be very careful. Spraying these squids in the water will go ahead and make platforms out of them, which is very convenient for our sake, because it lets us get over to the other side of the ocean and ride up this little elevator sequence to climb on this little metal grating and make our way to the very top of Ricco Harbor here. I know we're in the middle of a crisis and all, but do you think you can help scrub off the walls too? When you got a minute, that is. No rush. Alright, I'll do that, I don't know, like 8 episodes from now after we get 11 shines. I hope you don't mind waiting. Okay, well, I guess he will be waiting for a while because now he's covered in goop. Didn't see that coming. The goop is coming out of those crates over there. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything as gross as that. I don't know, have you seen your friend just sink because of like a little pixel of goop? I mean, that's an interesting thing to note. But yeah, there's definitely something weird going on here. Tentacle just sticking out in the middle of this metal box. I'm gonna go ahead and grab it with your B button and just pull it back. So welcome our boss here of Ricco Harbor, Gooper Blooper. We can spray his face, but if we try to grab onto his nostrils, the ink is very slippery, so Mario will let go. What you need to do is just spray this guy's mouth, but there's still another problem. He will smack you down with his tentacles. So what we need to do is grab these said tentacles and rip him right off the body. That's painful. To stun his tentacle for a moment, just go ahead and stomp on it, and it'll squish the thing down so he's unable to move it. You only need to rip off the 2 most close to his nose here, because the other 2 tentacles he won't use to stop Mario from grabbing his nose piece there and yanking off the cork. So there you go. We did some damage here to Gooper. Now, I want to go ahead and spray off his mouth yet again. This time around, I'm just going to go ahead and squish down his tentacles here, because notice, he only raised the 1 now. He didn't raise them both. I think you can see where I'm going with this. I want to go ahead and hit the ones that are going to be able to stop me. Grab the guy's nose, pull as much as I can back, and when you see the eyes glow purple, let go. This is how you do damage to Gooper Blooper. Hit him twice, and he is defeated. It's as simple as that. By defeating Gooper Blooper, he drops a shine for us. So, let's grab our shine and get out of here. Hopefully they can clean up this goop on their own, because I kind of have a little bit of an issue of my own. Every time I grab a shine sprite, I have to leave for a couple minutes, and then I'll come back later. So I hope they can clean the goop up while I'm gone. We'll be finding out, because we're going to be jumping right back in right now. Sounded like there was someone in front of me I sprayed. Sorry, buddy, but I needed to do a backflip. Going into episode 2 here, we got Blooper Surfing Safari. That sounds interesting. A surfing game by chance? Why indeed. Yes, we do have a surfing game here to play. And that area I don't think was open before, so hey, we got a trail to follow. Might as well follow those coins. You know, there's sure some odd folks out there. Taming little bloopers is bizarre enough, but riding on their backs? I tell you, some folks are just plain loony. I mean, don't judge it till you try it, buddy. That guy on the pier, he's the big daddy of blooper surfing. That's nothing to sneeze at, I'll tell you that much. Me? No, I do not ride bloopers. No, thank you. And everyone's just against blooper riding here. Like, what's wrong with it? You guys never tried it in your life? Come on. I'm gonna give it a shot, because that sounds like a fun activity. That's right, I'm the big daddy of blooper surfing. You like surfing? Hop on a blooper and give it a whirl. Oh, but one thing, Big Daddy waives all liability for accidents. Now, hang loose, bud. So as we can see here, we got 3 different blooper colors. We got a green, yellow, and purple. And all 3 of these colors do handle slightly different. The green one is the one with the best handling, but it moves the slowest. So if you like to be able to easily control yourself and don't care about top speed, you pick the green one. If you like a middle ground approach, you pick the yellow one, as it has a average speed along with average handling. So if you like medium experiences, the yellow blooper's for you. If you like top speed but you don't care about your handling whatsoever, you pick the purple one, as the purple blooper is the fastest one by far but has the worst turning out of the 3. So there's your difference between all 3, but I'm just going to go ahead and pick the purple one for now, as I don't really care about my handling at the moment. It really does not matter for where we're going here. So just go ahead, follow these coins here. We can see one blue one there up at the top portion of the river, but I'm just going to ignore that. We'll get it later. Woohoo! You want to go for a ride, bud? Go ahead and jump on the blooper you like best. Go on. Show me some super blooper surfing and win yourself a prize. As I said before, all 3 of these bloopers handle slightly differently, but for this, I'm actually going to pick the yellow one if I don't completely bypass the thing. All right, well, you know, that should count as a false start, but I guess the guy really doesn't care. It's fine. We'll just go ahead and continue on. So this one I feel like is probably the easiest blooper to do this race with, as simply put, this blooper here, since it's the middle ground, it has pretty good handling and it is pretty fast. If you just hold up on the control stick, you move as fast as you can on these bloopers anyways, which for a race like this, we want to go as fast as possible regardless. So for me, the yellow one is perfectly fine. The purple one works too, but some corners are really sharp. So I don't really recommend, especially on a first playthrough, for you to pick the purple one. But there you go, we completed the race and now we got ourselves a shine sprite. So that was our big thing here. Participate in the race, get yourself a shine. You, bud, are what I like to call super deluxe cool. To commemorate of the birth of a blooper surfing legend, this is for you. Oh, well, thank you. How kind of you. Now we go ahead and collect our shine, and we can move on to our next episode, but there's one more thing we can actually do here in episode 2. So I'll go ahead and meet you back in this blooper surfing race. Alright, we're back here in the blooper surfing race, and that is because, as you can imagine, there is a secret shine here. So we need to beat this race in under 40 seconds to get the second shine from this area. Now, to do this, you gotta be moving really fast, so in this case, I am gonna be picking the purple blooper and taking some shortcuts here, as the game really doesn't require you to be in the water at all times in order to complete this race. There are very specific checkpoints we need to hit, and by doing so, we are still in the race. There are no penalties for going out of the course ever so slightly here. So jumping over very specific walls, you can save on a lot of time, which makes this so much easier for the purple blooper. And with this, we should be able to beat it in 37 seconds, which is great. But unfortunately, if you run into a wall, the blooper kills you. You have only one hit when you're on the back of a blooper. Right into anything, Mario dies. So even though we won there, technically, We didn't, because we died. So you know what? I'm doing this race my own way. As I said, while we were doing the race, we just need to hit very specific triggers, and then the game is going to count us continuing the race. So, we're gonna do this one on foot. As mentioned about those very specific triggers, we can actually take advantage of things here at Mario, and just kind of walk in a very specific pattern here to just hit these said triggers all on foot, and this is way faster than using a blooper. If you ever watch a speedrun of Super Mario Sunshine, this is what they do in order to do this race, whether it be just the one time, if they're just doing any percent, just trying to beat the game as fast as possible, or 100% where they're getting all the shines in the game, which obviously would include this one. Doing that, we got a 26-second time, which is over 10 seconds faster than our little blooper attempt. So give me that shine, and let's get out of here. I don't think the guy would really count that as cheating, right? I mean, we got the false start in there the first time we did the race, so it shouldn't count as cheating if Mario didn't use a blooper, right? I mean, he gave me the shine, so no looking back. Making our way into episode 3 here at Ricco Harbor, we got the Caged Shine Sprite. This sounds pretty insane when you think about it, the Caged Shine Sprite. It sounds like a fight ready to happen, but it's not. It's literally as it is described. It's a shine sprite just located in the middle of a cage. The port is strangely quiet today, huh? I guess I ought to appreciate the peace and solitude. To be honest though, I could do a bit more excitement. Be careful what you wish for, buddy. Hey! This is a dangerous place to be clambering around! And hanging off that hook? An accident in the making. Hanging off the hook, you say? Well, that sounds fun. Don't mind if I do. Hey, this is fun. Why did I say this is dangerous again? Oh, because I greased the thing up and you can't stand on the thing correctly or even like hold a grip on it. So yeah, that's the only downside about climbing around on these poles. They're very slippery for whatever reason, so you can't really stand on them for too long, or climb on them for too long. I'm saying standing because Mario essentially is just standing on the thing at that point, just hanging on for dear life. But this cage has got to be very careful because as we've seen there, we got a little bug creature on it, and that's not a good thing for Mario if he hits it. It hurts, and you fall off. So let's just try to avoid these guys. Get on these little metal grates, flip our way around, and make our way to the other side. We got a red box there, but we don't seem to have a rocket nozzle, so I guess we'll just remember that for later. Shoot this blooper off as he's in my way. Don't really need to deal with you, buddy. Same for your friend over here. Get out of here, buddy. With that, let's be very careful. Use our hover nozzle to cross this gap. We'll jump up here. As we follow the trail of coins, this is where we're supposed to be going. Got 2 more bloopers, but more importantly, we got a solid red box here, meaning we got ourselves the rocket nozzle of Ricco Harbor. As you can tell at this point, with this save prompt appearing, we have to find these nozzles in every single world in very specific missions to be able to use them in all the missions in that said world. It's a little picky, if you want to be honest, but now with it, we can, instead of taking the last set of platforms to get into the cage, we can just jump straight in. Which, we bonked our head down. It's not that big of a deal, but there you go. Got ourselves our shine. We got ourselves the rocket nozzle of the area, so now in any of the missions, we can use the rocket nozzle here in Ricco Harbor, and I think that is a good stopping point. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we'll make our way back into Ricco Harbor and collect ourselves more shines. I'll see you guys next time.